Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Listen, if you guys are space explorers, then you guys are in for a treat. And there might be an event that might actually be happening right now in your town that would give you, get this, the opportunity to travel to the International Space Station and hang with your favorite astronauts and do a little bit of exploring on the station, get a little bit more acquainted and familiar with all that goes on there. And while you're doing that, have a chance at taking some breathtaking views of our planet Earth. Yes. And this doesn't involve with you having to take off time from work and do several months of heavy physical and mental training. All this can be done with just putting on some VR goggles and enjoying a very immersive experience. Now, this also doesn't entail just putting on some VR goggles and sitting back in a nice chair and watching a movie. This is an immersive experience. You will be participating, you will be interacting, and you will be exploring. I'm talking about 40 to 45 minutes of an immersive experience in space. It's absolutely incredible. Now, before I go on and tell you all about my experience, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some of the highlights of our day at West Edmonton Mall and checking out the VR experience. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts and comments, and I want to know if this is something that you guys are going to be excited for, something that you want to maybe see and do yourself. But believe me when I say this, it is absolutely incredible. And before I let you go, if you do like space, but you're also perhaps maybe you want to try something else, they also have another immersive experience happening at the same time, where it'll give you the opportunity to go back 3,000 years ago into ancient Egypt and during the time of Khufu. And you'll get a chance to see ancient Egypt like you've never seen before. Absolutely incredible, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Take a look and we'll chat at the end. The journey starts here.
For space one. Yes. Alright, so I have 2 adults and 1 child.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'll just bring you over here. Okay. And I'll just get each of you to fill out one of these waivers on the iPad.
He's soon have to turn.
That we understood that sight occurs because the object on which the gaze is directed is illuminated by a ray of light that draws its source from the fire of the sun. We've walked on the moon and floated into space, but the territory of things that we still do not know seems to extend to infinity. This experience is a tribute to light and space and to the thirst for knowledge that drives all humanity. Welcome to the infinite.
This was really one of the most remarkable experiences of my life, and happening. This was the actual launch, it was the actual rocket. When you sit on the launch pad, you have to be at peace with everything in your life. I said goodbye to all my friends, many of my friends, and then you change into your launch suit, and you strip off the last clothes that you picked out. Now you're wearing clothes that have been picked out for you, and you're not even taking anything with you. You're stripping away everything that is invented by humans, and then you get closer to the rocket, and you turn around and you wave for the last time, and you're smiling. Suddenly you can feel a few movements, even before liftoff. You can feel the rocket creak and groan and move a little bit like it was alive. You feel the life in the rocket, the fuel moving, the temperature changes. And suddenly my mind was clear. There was nothing left I could do. I was just human. I had no possessions, and I was about to go on the ride of my life. It is the most rawly human that I've ever felt. Okay, this is happening. We're really going to space.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Here we go. To the beyond.
You will be equipped with a virtual reality headset that will transport you into a reconstruction of the International Space Station. Your mission is simple. Explore the ISS by interacting with the glowing luminous spheres located throughout the space station, both inside and outside. To activate a luminous sphere, just reach out and place your hand inside. Each sphere contains captivating 360 video content showcasing life on the ISS. Your journey is divided into 4 chapters. In each phase, the color of the luminous spheres changes. The green spheres show everyday life in space. The yellow spheres focus on space research and science. The blue spheres highlight the astronaut community, while the copper spheres represent the future of space exploration. Stay in place to watch the video. If you move away while it's playing, it will close, and you'll return to exploring the ISS. There's more content than you can see in a single visit. Every journey is unique. During the experience, you'll encounter other visitors as avatars. Yellow avatars represent people in your group. Blue avatars are other visitors. Green avatars are a mission specialist, here to help if you need assistance. At the end of your free roaming exploration, a luminous path will lead you to your assigned seat. Your seat will be highlighted in yellow, while others will appear crossed out in red. Please only sit in your assigned seat to avoid sitting in someone else's space. You will always be walking on a flat, smooth surface. Even though the environment looks like the ISS, there are no uneven floors or sudden steps. Red lines in the experience represent physical obstacles, such as walls or chairs. For your safety, please do not attempt to walk through them. While in the virtual environment, it is forbidden to run, walk backwards, or sit on the ground. This experience is not recommended for children under 8 years old, individuals with epilepsy, or heart conditions. If you need assistance, stand still, raise your hand, and a staff member will come to help. Buckle up and let's get ready for liftoff.
You guys are gonna pick up a headset off our train here, and then don't put it on until after the launch.
We're ready for experience.
Awesome. Can you see your hands?
I can. Mine's just a little blurry though.
our second day.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Just getting things.
And that's it, guys. That's our experience. Oh, wait till I tell you about this.
Getting the Artemis 1 spacecraft off this year, we will be well on our way.
T-minus 50 seconds and counting. Coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, the GLS will hand off.
This is amazing, amazing experience.
Autonomous launch sequencer on board the rocket in the takeover and in control of the rocket. The ALS will check and ensure there's no holes up until T-minus 0. We will go for ALS. The Space Launch System is now counting down to liftoff of Orion on its maiden voyage to the moon. Launch team, can we all recycle the count? Sound suppression water now flowing under the ML. And here we go. Hydrogen burn-off igniters initiate. 7, 6, 5. First stage engine start. 2, 1. Boosters in ignition. And liftoff of Artemis 1.
I don't know. Here, scan the QR code though. Hey guys, so what an experience. The Space Infinite space exploration at West Edmonton Mall was unbelievable. Now, they just opened up 2 days ago. We had a little bit of issues with trying to get geared up with our VR goggles and what have you, but there was a lot of staff there and they were very friendly, they were very accommodating, and their job was to make sure that we were all set to go and that there were no issues, no concerns. So my hat's off to Jose and his team there. They did a phenomenal job, and we had a great time. We had a great time. I think I might have mentioned, I'm not sure, but when you come into the facility, so if you want to know where it is, and if you're planning to go to the one at West Edmonton Mall, it's on a second floor, upper level in phase 2. It's actually pretty close to the ship, so you can't miss it, and it's right next to Sport Check. So you won't get lost if you're looking for it. That's for certain. And so when you go in, you're walking into the gift shop, and so you'll see all the souvenirs and memorabilia for both the shows that they're showcasing, which is the one in ancient Egypt, the Khufu one, and then the other one that we went to go watch, which was the spacewalk. And yeah, so it's really cool. You go in and you'll see souvenirs on both sides. You'll see all the NASA memorabilia. You'll see the ancient Egypt and Khufu memorabilia, and really cool. They've got some really gift options, like some really nice gift stuff, like some really nice notebooks with the Pharaoh's eye, and just really nice gifts. Really nice souvenirs, really nice memorabilia. So if you don't actually get a chance to go inside, that's fine. You can actually shop at the gift shop. And that in itself is kind of cool, because then you can show your friends all the cool NASA memorabilia that you got, and you don't even have to visit or any of the launch pad sites in the US. You just go to West Edmonton Mall. So it's pretty neat. So once you pass the gift store, then you go in, you'll sign some waivers, and you pick your show, right? You either go through the ancient Egypt one, or you go to the spacewalk on the International Space Station, and then you'll kind of walk through this corridor and you'll see all the pictures of the astronauts and their biography, information about them. and then you'll get into this room where they do this like video tutorial on the things to do, things to expect, what not to do, all the things that you need to know to kind of get ready for this experience. So in case you forgot or you have questions, frequently asked questions, all that information would be covered at that point. And then once that's done, then you get geared up, and then you pick up your VR goggles. You'll put those on. Now these things are super heavy. Okay, I don't know if you've tried the Meta ones or any of the other high-end kind of like VR goggles, but they are pretty expensive, and they are pretty heavy. They're very clunky, right? So it feels like you're wearing a big, heavy, like hard hat. You can adjust it, right? There's adjustment straps on the back, on the top, and even on the ear, like, you know, on the ear area, the earpiece area, so that you can actually adjust it so that the audio comes nice and crisp. The good thing about that is once you've adjusted it, it shouldn't feel heavy at all. It should feel actually just good. And that's why the whole experience, which lasts about 40 to 45 minutes, is good, because I mean, there is a possibility if you don't have your VR goggles put on properly, then it is going to feel super heavy. It's going to feel top heavy, and that could make for kind of an unenjoyable experience, right? So you want to make sure that's all looked after. And if you're not 100% sure, then once you put on your goggles, there'll be some staff waiting there to the side, and they're quite accommodating, and they'll help you, and they'll make sure that you're all set to go, that the software and the apps are working, that you can see your hands. You should be able to see like this like silhouette, kind of like silvery glow. And the cool thing is the people in your group, you'll be able to identify them, but there'll be one color, and then there'll be another group, like whichever other groups are going to be going to this immersive experience with you, there'll be one color, there'll be a separate color, and then the staff will be a separate color. So it's really easy to differentiate who's who. And then you'll go inside, and when we went to the ancient Egypt one, there was an avatar that greeted us and took us through this, you know, maze of labyrinths and tunnels that I was telling you about, like, you know, into the pyramids. But in this case, there was no avatar. We just kind of walked in, and all of a sudden we were on the International Space Station, and then we started to go through every kind of chamber, room, and then there's like these little video tutorials, and then you play them, and then you can and it's kind of like a 360-degree experience. You'll get to see the astronauts talking to one another. You'll get to see them working out. That's kind of cool, actually, to see how they work out and keep themselves in shape, and eating together. And then there was a part where it was really sad, but you see the astronauts actually saying goodbye to one another. And, you know, after spending so long with one another, you get to know them. You hear about their stories, their families back home. You know, obviously people from different nationalities and countries, and everyone's just together. Everyone's, you know, you have Russians and Americans, like the best of friends. You got people from Japan, India, like all over the world, and it's absolutely incredible. So that was one of my favorite parts. And then the views, like having the ability to be side by side by your favorite astronauts, I think that was just mind-blowing. That was incredible. But the thing that really got me, and the thing that kind of put things into perspective for me, and although this is not like a 100% exact kind of like feeling of what it's going to be like when you're on the International Space Station, but the views of Earth were breathtaking. Those were just unbelievable. To see the world like that, imagine like an IMAX screen, 360-degree IMAX screen. It was just absolutely incredible. That was beautiful, and it really felt like I was connected. I was there, and then doing the spacewalk, or, you know, watching the spacewalk happen, and watching, like, you know, the astronauts kind of doing things together. That was incredible. That in itself was a lot of fun. That said, it was really good. It was a really good experience. I had a great time, and I'll be back. I'm definitely going to watch it again. So again, it's on the, if you're going to go to the one in Westhampton Mall, it's on a second level, upper floor. Get a chance to, you know, see all the things that I just talked about. But if you have children, they have to be over the age of 8. They can't be younger than that. If they're over the age of 8, then they're fine. And if you're gonna have another child, you know, kind of accompany that younger child, that other child has to be at least 15 years old. Anyhow, great experience overall. I had a blast, and I look forward to catching you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Did you guys get a chance to you know, do this yourself? And if not, are you guys planning to? But I'll try to see if I could do another one and go from there. But thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed our immersive VR experience. Catch you guys on the next one.